This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Pittsburgh's offense will start this game off. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Georgia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most. And there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wilson to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Snagged in the middle. It's Mooney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
Number 16, on to punt it away.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that in. I know that. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon. Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Makes a man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
starting to feel a little pressure. He makes a grab, and he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set. Lasso!
Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Wicks. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Prime time, baby.
Past the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Wicks. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
They kick it away on fourth down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Power football with the run. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch near the 50. And the returner will be brought down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wilson to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Smith takes the handoff. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Grab near the marker. It's Wicks. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Steps away. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Got the 1st down. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking for the score. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Offense set on 1st down. They want to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Number 33 on the field goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David? And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He leaves it with his back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Mitchell. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Wilson will throw. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Gets open down the middle. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Pitt pushing the pace.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. A shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Mitchell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wilson to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do.
There he goes. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Downfield. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Wilson will throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. On the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Makes a pass to Marker. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. On target. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you wrap.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The give to the tailback. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on 3rd.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
This is a design run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. On second and goal, he carries again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Hit right back to the line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
He's taking a deep shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Panthers will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not...